Well, the next match coming up is the mixed doubles again, and it is Indonesia against Malaysia. It will be Riky Widianto and Gloria Emanuelle Widjaja against Kian Meng and Jing from Malaysia. Should be a good matchup again. Kian Meng and Jing from Malaysia. Well, yesterday they won it over Hong Kong's Lee Chung-hai and Chow Hoi Hua, who were the #2 seeds in the tournament, and they won that game. It went to 3 games, 19-21, 21-19, and then finally coming out on top 21-7. While Riky Widianto and Gloria Emanuelle Widjaja had a slightly easier outing against Taipei's Jai Huai Li and Xie Pei Chen by winning 21-11, 21-18. So they managed to get their victory in 2 games. So you would think maybe will be a little bit fresher than their opponents. But both of these have been actually unseeded coming into the tournament and have the chance of making it through to the finals. We've already confirmed who their opponents will be. Chinese pair of Ju Siwei and Jun Qingjun. So it will be interesting to see whether it will be a Chinese-Indonesia final or a Chinese-Malaysian final. The officials make their way out onto the court, and following them will be the 2 pairs of players. The crowd are happy that they've just seen a victory from their local hero in the women's singles. Dai Zi-ying victorious over Nichon Jindapol. And I don't think they'll mind too much who wins in this. They'll just hope it is an entertaining match. As the announcer announces the 2 pairs. Out they come onto the court. So quite a difference really between the 2. In one team, the male is the taller. In the other, the female is the taller.
Riky Widianto and Gloria Emanuelle Widjaja, Indonesia.
So Indonesia just being introduced. Widjaja slightly taller than Widianto, whereas with the Malaysian pair, it is actually the man who is the slightly taller, Kian Meng. Have the toss of the coin from the umpire, and our umpire for this match is Chen Jishun from Chinese Taipei, and also the service judge is Chong Jingfeng from Chinese Taipei as well. So it looks as if it is Malaysia who have opted to start this end, the commentary box end, as they go through a few warm-ups. Gloria Emanuelle Widjaja is a specialist in doubles. She used to pair with Eddie Subaktia in the mixed doubles. She's been playing on the tour since 2007. So if we look at the Malaysian pairing there, a little bit younger than their counterparts. Tan Kian Meng is 22 years of age and Lai Pei Jing is 23 years of age. Meng comes from Johor Bahru, close to the border of Singapore. Just going through the warm-ups at the moment. That is 2 men. Taipei Jing, she hails from Kuantan in Pahang, state of Pahang. And she speaks English, Malay, Mandarin and Chinese. This should be a very interesting matchup, and Widianto just getting his shuttle into the path of Kian Tan rather. So the umpire just giving them final call, I think, to finish their warm-ups. Mixed doubles, as we touched on earlier, will actually have a new name on the trophy this time around. The Korean pair that won it last time, Ko Seung-hyun and Kim Ha-na, not contesting the semi-finals. And most of the other events are also going to have new names on the trophies. As with Rio coming up, many of the top names have bypassed this tournament, so it's given a lot of the younger talent coming through a great opportunity to not only get world rankings points, but also force their way into the top echelons of a tournament and make it to semi-finals and finals. So it will be Indonesia to serve from the far end and Malaysia to receive. Gloria, Emanuelle, Widjaja to serve. That's emphatic from Riky Widianto. First points on the board for Indonesia. And equally emphatic, Kian Tang wins service. Signals behind the back from Beijing Knight. Good service. That time, not able to get the shuttle over the net, so we're at 2-all. Service with Indonesia. And a really subtle play close to the net from Beijing Light. Fist pump coming from Light as Malaysia going to a 4-2 lead. That was a good shot just to the far corner. Good return from Widjaja. Service return to the Indonesian pair. Widianto just managing to get enough drop on that, preventing King Min Tang getting to it. This time into the net. Service back with Indonesia. Widianto into the net, so service goes back to Malaysia, 7-5. Change of shuttle. Pat on the back for Lai. Lai doing really well. Saw the open court on her right. And just as Widjaja moved behind Widianto, changed the angle. Widianto with a great shot behind his back, but it couldn't win Indonesia the point. High fives from Lai and Tan. Nine 5 in favour of the Malaysian pair. Just pushed out by Jing Lai. Widjaja moved into the net and then she dominated as soon as she did. 7 plays 9. Service still with Indonesia. Just tipping the shuttle. And a fault called against Indonesia. 10 plays 7. into the net again, and Indonesia stay in touch. Good work by Widianto and Tan. Just couldn't get it over the net. And that's good from Jing. And as they go into the break, it is 11-8 in favour of Malaysia. A little fist pump from both those players. Interestingly, these two pairs have actually never played each other. Widjaja did pair with Eddie Subiakta, as I said, and they won the Malaysian Open in 2015, the Macau Open rather, in that game when they played against Kian Tan and Beijing Lai. And then Riky Widianto also lost when he was paired with Richie Puspita Dili, and that was in the Bonnie China Masters April this year. Coming into this game, the Indonesian pair have not dropped, into this match, the Indonesian pair not dropped a single game, whereas the Malaysian pair dropped 2 games in their 3 matches. So should be interesting. It's very close at the moment. 11-8 with Malaysia to serve. Well, that was remarkable. Quite how Kian Tan got that back, and then Widianto in the end hitting the net. So Tan to serve again for Malaysia. Widianto very much the aggressor. Wins back the service. Again, Widianto with a jump shot deep in the back of the court, and a jump smash takes them to 10-12. Just a little bit of moisture on the court. Tan with a very heavily strapped left knee. Time back on with Indonesia and Widjaja to serve. Good work at the net again by Widianto. 1 point now between the two. A good smash coming from Tan. Sees Malaysia win back service. Very close to the body of Widjaja, and she just couldn't get the racket on it. Into the net again, so service goes back to Indonesia. 12 plays 13. Nai was doing well at the net. Just firing that down. Widjaja just trying to bend her knees and get enough underneath the shuttle to return it. Last 6 points have seen service go back and forth. Big shout from Beijing Lai as they win back-to-back points. Straight away, Indonesia come back, and we're back to just a 2-point game. That's Widianto again, getting the oohs and ahs from the crowd, but the point goes the way of Malaysia. Behind the back again. The shot before was fairly impressive too. Again, we see the signals behind the back from Beijing Lai. Another good return at the net. See service go back to Indonesia. And again, the moisture on the court just being mopped up as the players also towel down. So 14-16 with Indonesia to serve. Riky, Widianto. Well, that dropped in. The Malaysians thought it was going to go out. Confusion between the Malaysia pair. Lai manages to smile about it. She's shaped to go, and then Tan just withdrew. 16 all. Drops long. Indonesia go out into the lead. It's the first time they've won 4 points in a row in the match. Oh, that is a superb cross-court shot, drop shot coming from Lai. And doesn't she know it? The celebrations say it all. Leveled up at 17 all. Wonderful shot from Jing Lai. Jing Lai, who won the Commonwealth Games team event. She's won 5 major titles. Another fist pump from Lai as they take the lead back. 18 plays 17. Now they make it 19-17. Indonesians, just a wry smile on the face of Riky Widianto. Need to get this point. Some brilliant returns from Widianto by his heels, but in the end, it was Tan's smash that was just too much. Brilliant that return, low down. Widjaja having to stretch his game point to Malaysia. Just pushed off court by Widjaja, and it is the first game going the way of Malaysia. 21-17. Great play by Lai at the net. She did so well trying to stretch them, but Malaysia beating Indonesia 21-17 in that first game. That's the first game that the Indonesian pair have lost in this tournament. They came into this semi-final having played 3 matches and won all 6 games that mattered. Scored 128 points and had only conceded 89. Whereas the Malaysians had played their 3 matches, won 6 but lost 2 along the way, and scored 159 points and conceded 132 to show just how close their encounters had been as well. Will be interesting to see if the Indonesians can fight back and claim the second game and force us into an all-decisive third. Both teams deep in conversation. Gloria, Emanuelle Widjaja, who plays from the Kudos club. Well, plays for PB Jarum in Kudos in Central Java. So it will be the Malaysians to serve and get the second game underway. Just a quick handshake before they commence from Kian Ming Tan and Beijing Lai. Lai to serve. Good work by Widianto. Could have been put off as the shuttle hit the net. Umpire was just asking something of the Indonesian players. Lai frustrated with herself as she played that into the net. Well, Tan missed with his smash, but Lai made no mistake. Another little fist bump from Lai. And she gives a little shout of delight again as the shuttle goes out of play. 2-all. Another high five from the Malaysians as they move into a 3-2 lead. Tan hits the net, frustrated with himself. Brings us back to 3-all. Again, Tan hits the net. Lai looked as if she'd been rocked back with the power from Widianto. Just rocks on her heels, but somehow gets it into a position where Widjaja couldn't return. just pushing that out of court. 5-4 Indonesia. Time it was Widianto, just not too much on his return. So Tan and Lei level up at 5 apiece. Widianto making no mistake, close in at the net. Another point. Five in favour of the Indonesian pair. Widjaja to serve again. And the call was out, so 8-5 now. 3 points in a row going the way of the Indonesian pair. Great work again at the net from Lai. And then the coup de grace coming from Kian Meng Tan. Malaysian pair close the gap to 1. Again, we see the smash from Tan, returned by Widjaja, but then following in is Lai, and she makes no mistake. 8-all. Service over. It goes back with Indonesia, and they lead 9-8. Riky Widianto to serve. It's too long. Widianto tried all he could, but Widjaja's return goes into the net and service goes back to Malaysia. Kian Meng Tan to serve. Widjaja finds the net again. We're 10 apiece. There's nothing between these two teams. Malaysian pair won the first set. So they have 1 foot in tomorrow's final. Good combination from Lai and Tan. And they take the lead as they just have their refreshments now. Tan Kian Meng has not been paired up too long with Lai Jing. He was ranked 78 and was up to 74 when he was playing with Lo Juan Shen. That was in April 2016. Whereas if we look at Lai Jing, his highest ranking was 44 earlier in the year in mixed. They just look as if they beginning to click. So it's 11-10 with Tan to serve for the Malaysian pair. Well, the court opened up onto the right, but Widjaja, or rather Widianto, unable to capitalize. Service over, and we're back to 11-12. New shuttle. Widjaja to serve. Lai again at the net, the predator as ever. Just waits and then pounces and smashes it into the ground. Now it'll be Lai to serve. And that's a good return from Widianto. Again, it was Lai who pounced. Just too much height on the return, and she moves in, smashes it. 14 plays 12. That's out of the court, so 14 all. There is nothing between these two at the moment. Just one mistake could see one grab the advantage. Widjaja to serve. that fault gets real cheer from the Malaysian pair. Well, Widianto just questioning it. But that's the perfect response. Immediately they win the serve back again. 15 all. Oh, but that's not what you need. Widianto into the net. Is that the mistake that will give Malaysia the chance, or the Malaysian pair the chance, to just pull away and claim this second game? Once again, court being mopped. Widianto just supervising the area he wanted. Widjaja just tearing herself off. Coach is looking on. That's the coach of Indonesia. And missed completely by Lai. So we're back to level pegging, 16 each. Lai made away from the back of the court right into the front, and then had the result she wanted. Service goes back to Malaysia. High to serve. She doesn't get it right. Luckily for her, it just clipped the net, went over, but it's going to be Indonesia's serve, 17 all. A little bit of nerves getting to Beijing Lai. Tan rising high, and Widianto unable to return. Service goes back to the Malaysian pair. 18 plays 17. Again at the net, the predator is there. Beijing Lai gives the Malaysian pair a 2-point lead. She moves in and then pounces, and then fist bumps. To serve. And it's a mistake from Widjaja. Gives match point to the Malaysian pair. 20 plays 17. Won the first game 21-17. Are they going to do it in the second? it's gone out. Well, Lai was ready to leap into the air in celebration, was waiting to see the hands down from the judge. So they have to wait. The celebrations cannot start yet. It is the Indonesian pair to serve. Widjaja. This is an important serve to keep them alive in this semi-final. Managed to do so. The crowd like it. 19 plays 20. It was Widianto who saw the space in the forecourt and managed to just drop the shot down into that space. Widjaja again to serve. The umpire just saying too long between points, but it's pretty tense down there. And again, Malaysia have put it into the net. We're tied at 20 apiece. Lai, who's been so strong close to the net. Was that a smile from the face of Widjaja? Looked as if it almost was. So Widjaja, still coaching staff watching on for Indonesia. No expression change from him. And Tan has got a point back for the Malaysian pair. 21 plays 20. They glance across at their coach. Lai will give the signal behind her back. Just waiting for the Indonesians to be set. Has given the signal. What a rally, and it just dropped short of Widjaja. Lai drops her racket and fist bumps. Tan just stands there and waits for his partner. What a match that was. It went right to the wire. But it was the Malaysian pair in the end that came out on top. The final score in the match, 21-17, 22-20 in favour of Meng Tan and Beijing Lai over Riky Widianto and Gloria Emanuelle Widjaja. Well, the next match is a men's singles semi-final between Iskandar Zulkarnain Zainuddin from Malaysia and then another of the local heroes. It will be Zhou Tianchun from Chinese Taipei. These two have been seeded in the tournament. Iskandar Zulkarnain was seeded 13, whereas Zhou Tianchun